Welcome to Hannity, and buckle up, because tonight it appears that Donald Trump will be faced with yet another Biden-era disaster when he takes office in January. This one might involve a government shutdown. Now, that continuing resolution now in Congress, it is a total, unmitigated disaster. It's hard to fathom after this election that these elected officials, they think that the government as usual, the swamp as usual, is going to continue. It's not. This would fund the government through March, but at what cost? Raise the debt ceiling. At what cost? Why should Donald Trump have to raise the debt ceiling when it's Joe Biden's problem? Now, this bill is over 1,500 pages. It spends so lavishly on pet projects. Let's see, a new bridge in Baltimore, along with an additional $100 billion for vague disaster relief programs, another $10 billion in farm subsidies. The resolution also expands the federal bureaucracy, funding a new Office of Telecommunications Spectrum Management and a new National Blockchain Deployment Advisory Committee. The spending bill also gives the state of Maryland a group of National Guard fighter jets. It also transfers ownership of RFK Stadium from the federal government to Washington, D.C. Why are we giving them our stadium? In other words, you paid for it, a hugely valuable asset owned by the American taxpayers, given to a far-left residents of the D.C. swamp? Now, for some reason, this bill also makes clothing, textile imports from Haiti duty-free, but bans lithium batteries from other countries. Explain that one. The cherry on top of all this continuing resolution is a pay increase for members of Congress. That's right. I think they worked a whopping 138 days, if my count is correct, a pay increase that actually few deserve. And for more than a decade, lawmakers have worked an average of about 140 days per year. That's all they work. It's a part-time job. And sadly, as a whole, their work has been unacceptable. Our budget is out of control. The bureaucratic state is a nightmare. The executive branch is rarely held in check. As I've been saying, it is time to get back to constitutional order. What did our framers, what did our founders, what did they envision for our country? Principles like limited government, greater freedom, not a cradle-to-grave, womb-to-the-tomb society, and not this backslapping, I'll support your pet project, you support my pet project, we'll all get reelected. But Democratic Senator Dick Durbin, he seems to be very happy. He thinks he deserves every penny. He wants his raise. Watch this exchange between Dick Durbin and fake news CNN reporter. Take a look.
Members are giving themselves a pay raise. Do you guys deserve a pay raise?
Well, that's news to me. It's good news. You know, what has it been, 10 years or 14 years and no COLA, no change at all? I think it's about time something's done.
You support giving yourselves a pay raise?
How would I not know about a pay raise?
But I mean, people look at the performance of Congress and say, why should we give them more money?
What about the media? Think about that for a second.
And we're not paid by public money.
I know you're not, but I mean, half of your listeners are not there anymore. You're still getting the same paycheck? What's going on?
How about you balance the budget first, then we can talk about a pay raise? Wait a minute. How about you pass a budget first, because they don't even pass budgets anymore? Again, you can't make up such incompetence. This is the old order, the old way of doing things. This is what's got to change. Might as well have that fight now and get it over with. Tonight, the congressional pay raise isn't even the most controversial part of the bill. Through all of the legalistic language, Section 605, it is now being interpreted as a broad protection for members of Congress and anyone who helped Democrats smear Donald Trump. You know, people like Liz Cheney, Benny Thompson, during their various witch hunts. That section purportedly blocks subpoenas for House data and applies the provision retroactively. In other words, any investigation into witness tampering, Liz Cheney was just referred for an investigation of the FBI, during Trump's prior impeachment trials, or the January 6th sham committee with a predetermined outcome, they could all be stonewalled. Why is this part of a continuing resolution that supposedly funds the government? Our friend Vivek Ramaswamy points out, quote, the bill could have easily been under 20 pages. It's over 1,500. Instead, there are dozens of unrelated policy items crammed into the 1,547 pages of this bill. There's no legitimate reason for them to be voted on as a package deal by a lame duck Congress. 72 pages worth of pandemic preparedness and response policy, renewal of the much criticized Global Engagement Center, a key player in the federal censorship state. That's a big provision. 17 different pieces of commerce legislation paving the way for a new football stadium that you'll pay for, that D.C. will own in Washington, a pay raise for congressmen and senators and making them eligible for federal employee health benefits. It is beyond indefensible. By the way, they all deserve Obamacare and the Obamacare exchange that they forced down our throats. It is indefensible to ram these measures through at the last second without even time for anyone to read the bill and without any real debate. And now President-elect Donald Trump, his incoming administration, they are strongly urging lawmakers to vote no on this out-of-control so-called spending bill. Trump was elected in November. He was given a mandate to fix what is broken. And this bill will make that job much harder. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.